Other Loy Machedo speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding. The date is 29th June 2018. Time right now is 11:37. Spoke to a youngster who told me, Loy, I failed. Asked him, what are you failing? He said, I appeared for this exam for this particular thing and I failed. So I was like, okay, now? Saying, I don't know what to do in life, I'm depressed, I'm blah, blah, blah. He just went on a sad rant. I listened to him for some time. And then he said, Loy, what should I do now? So I told him, okay, very simple. Let's say you're walking with your friends, and you fall down on the ground. What do? I said, yeah, I'll get back up. I said, okay, and then you walk again. Then you fall down again. What do? He's saying, I'll get back up again. And he said, but this time I would look down to make sure that I don't fall. So I said, good. My next question is, every day when you get up in the morning, do you brush your teeth? He said, yes, of course. I said, do you have a shower at least once a day? He said, yes, of course. I said, when you shit, do you wash your bum? He said, yes, of course. So then I asked him, but then why do you wash your ass, brush your teeth, or have a bath when you know you're going to be dirty again? He's saying, because that's personal hygiene, that's necessary, or I'll fall sick. I mean, that's common sense. So I said, then isn't it common sense? When you fall down, you get back up. Isn't the same common sense being applied here? When you fail, if you want to succeed, you try again. You fail, you try again. You fail, okay, you try again. And if you keep failing, then you evaluate and ask yourself, okay, what am I doing wrong? How can I evaluate this scientifically? What can I do to tackle this problem logically? Who are the mentors, who are the coaches who I can approach? What research can I do? How can I do things differently to get different results? So what happens is, when you approach it in this way, you will succeed. I'll give you my personal example. This is my fourth wife. Okay, if I had stuck with my first wife, and anyway, it was not working out, it was a big mistake. If I stuck with it, would I get to this wife? No. I endured so many rejections. If I would stop after my first rejection, do you think I would get so many experiences with so many women? I've been with 450 girls, which I've not kept a secret, more than that. Do you think if I broke up with a girl and said, no, I'm never going to date again, would I find the right partner? Even my business, this is what I'm doing online. Today it's working out. I'm earning money, doing pretty well. Do you think I would have succeeded if I tried the first time I failed, said, nah, forget it? Like, you know, these cliche examples that they use on the internet. If your baby walks and it falls down, would you say, nah, you fell down, don't try again? So in the same way, it's common sense. If you fail, you try again and again and again. And you keep trying. You keep finding out logical ways. You keep finding scientific ways to improve. Take professional help. Do your research. Evaluate yourself. If you approach things in this intelligent manner, there's no way you'll fail. Well, there is always a possibility that maybe, let's say, you're trying for a gold medal. Maybe you're trying for an Oscar. Maybe you're trying for getting a job as a CEO. Or maybe you're trying as an NBA player or basketball player or cricket or whatever. Or let's assume you are trying to get an income of $100,000 a month. And you have only reached 50, 60, or instead of a gold medal, you always got silver, no matter what. There is a point where you need to evaluate and ask yourself, okay, should I continue pursuing this? Like for example, today, there was a news that Josh Koscheck, who is a UFC fighter, is an MMA professional fighter. He retired from MMA after being a fighter for nearly 20 plus years. He retired because age was catching up, his joints, you know, his muscles, his body His body is just gone, and now he can't compete with the youngsters. He's no longer the young man that he once was. So he retired. Now, even if he continued for the next 20, 30 years, I doubt he would make it. And it is impossible for him to become an MMA world champion at the age of 60 or 70. In the fighting game, you have a very short window span from the age of maybe 11 to max 30. That is if no serious injuries comes in the way. If serious injuries come, then it's short-lived. So if you have not achieved a goal of reaching the top of the ladder or being a world champion or whatever, you need to be realistic. I give up my dreams of being a RJ, or being a DJ, or being a film actor, or being a billionaire. I gave it up because I realized I was not being practical. It was not sensible of me. I was just fooling myself. So I think on one hand, you should never give up. You should keep trying. You should be persistent, consistent. That is very important, to have a hardcore attitude. But at the same time, you need to be very realistic, very practical. And yes, if you are trying to fight it out, give yourself a time period. Like within this 5 years, if I do it, I do it. If I don't, forget it. So give yourself a time period, a deadline. And yes, seek professional help. Approach the problem intelligently, and see how does it go. And I'll tell you, there's no one size fits all. Everyone has their own moment of realization. So I hope this gives you a perspective. Just as you have to brush your teeth every day, you have to wash your hands every day, you have to have a shower, and just as you have to get up every time you fall down, in the same way, life is a struggle. Every day is a new day. And you want to give up, the choice is yours. You want to give up this goal and go for another goal, the choice is yours. Or you want to sit down in the dumps, feel pity for yourself, cry to some imaginary celestial being above, and indulge in self-pity, the choice is yours. So I hope this video gives you perspective. Put your comments down below. Like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't like it, give it a thumbs down. This is me signing off for now. Take care.